Are you ready for my top NHL pick for today, Thursday, October 19? It's coming in just a few seconds. Yesterday, we enjoyed a good night with 3 wins and 1 loss across all sports for those of you who subscribed at mjpicks.com. The only betting tip in hockey was over 1.5 goals to be scored in the first period of the Penguins vs Red Wings game, which turned out to be a winner. That raised our season record with our NHL wagers to 9-4, a 69% winning percentage. Let's keep grinding together, folks. My favorite bet in the National Hockey League for October 19 is the Calgary Flames to pick up the victory in Buffalo tonight. At the time I recommended this play, the best line was -105 with Betway Sportsbook, which amounts to a 1.95 line in decimal odds. This pick is supported by a NHL betting system called the Scoring Drought. Honestly, this is not my favorite system, but I'll tell you why I like it today. First, let me explain how it works. In short, it suggests taking the road team if their money line today is better than -125 in American format or 1.80 in decimal, and if they lost their past 2 games by scoring a maximum of 3 goals in each of those defeats. In my opinion, one of the biggest problems with this betting strategy is that it ends up backing too many teams. In other words, it is not very selective. Moreover, as you can see on your screen, it has not performed very well over the past 4 seasons by losing around 41 units over 583 bets. But wait a second before you throw in the towel. After carefully analyzing the performance of my 10 NHL betting angles during the past 4 years, I realized that many of them generated a good profit when they met the following 2 conditions. Number 1, the money line of the pick was +105 or smaller, which means 2.05 or less in terms of decimal odds. Number 2, the pick was backed by one and only one of my 10 systems. Now, let me show you how the Scoring Drought did when those 2 criteria were met. As you can see, all of a sudden, we produced a profit in each of the past 4 seasons. In total, we racked up a gain of 22.90 units over 72 bets from risking just 1 unit per wager, which corresponds to a plus 31.8% return on investment. Let's continue this discussion after this super short break, shall we? It's time to verify that the Flames indeed qualify under the Scoring Drought betting system. They are indeed on the road, and their money line is better than -125 in American format. The only thing left to check is whether they lost their past 2 contests by scoring a maximum of 3 goals in each of those losses. That is in fact the case, as Calgary lost their 2 most recent matches by 3-2 and 5-2 scores. Now remember what I told you earlier. This system does well only if the pick's money line does not exceed +105, which is obviously the case here, and if none of my other 9 systems is backing the team in question. After doing my due diligence, I can confirm that we are fine in this regard. My own analysis of the situation also likes the Flames bet. They will be looking to rebound from a frustrating loss in Washington, where they dominated 40-23 in terms of shots on goal. Calgary will also be playing with 1 extra day of rest compared to the Sabres. To me, Buffalo has been less convincing so far this season. Their offense has yet to hit its stride because if you exclude overtime, they have scored just 5 goals in 3 games. Despite their 1-2 record, the Flames have shown good things on the ice. They have scored at least one power play goal in each game, and they have been perfect killing penalties. I believe it is also interesting to note that Calgary has won each of its past 5 visits in Buffalo in recent years. So, all in all, give me the Flames to grab the W on the road at KeyBank Center on Thursday. If you enjoyed this video, just click the thumbs up button to let me know you appreciated the content. Or better yet, you could subscribe to the best sports betting show on YouTube. I'm Professor MJ from Quebec City in Canada saying so long!